Welcome to another segment, A Real Spill. This is Charles Michael. It's another Charlie's World. Today we're going to be talking about relationships and friendship and all that kind of stuff. I know a lot of these people going to be probably left mad with some of the things I want to say, but we choosing facts over feelings. I'll be looking around a lot of times and I see black people and we be in passing. We done got to a point where we won't even speak to one another. Every now and then you'll see a black person look you in your eye and give you a nod and say hello. Black woman, she walk by you and don't even see you, don't even have a man. She ain't have a man, she lonely as a mug, right? She lonely as all outdoors, but she won't even speak to you and say hello to you. And you might be God sent for her. She don't know she missed her blessing by just saying hi or, a beautiful day or whatever the situation is, because she's so traumatized by her last relationship. And also a lot of women, they take on their personality from the man that they was with before they got with whoever. You know what I'm saying? They take on a lot of these different personalities. So a lot of them, they become what you call bipolar and shit like that. And I'm not just talking about black women in general. And a lot of us is out of pocket because a lot of men, we just as worse as they are. We drive them crazy. We don't do shit. And then, especially with the youngsters now, they walk around with guns in their pockets with their pants sagging with no money, but they got a pocket full of bullets and they got a gun to shoot for somebody who look like them. But as soon as they go to jail, they have to fight with a white man, a white boy or a Mexican, you understand? Because they finally get up close in reality of who their real enemy is. Everybody's against us and we're against ourselves. But also, I just want to say that we need to mend a lot of our relationships is based on the things that we went through. And we need to sometimes shake a lot of that shit off and just go into something with an open mind. But then at the same time, you can keep yourself on guard. But at the same time, go into things with an open mind. I see a lot of us, we have friendships. We've been knowing each other for 20 years and 30 and 40 years, and we sell each other out for $2 or something that we think that we can, profit off of that's based on money. We got to quit selling ourselves out for money. Money is something that you can always make. A friend is something that you can't always make. Sometimes you can lose a lifelong friend that really can be an asset to you. People are assets, a lot of us, and some of us not. But we have to, pick and choose our fights with the type of people that we come in contact with. But at the same time, we have to be more in tune with our blackness and stuff like that, because it's coming to a time now where we're going to be forced to come together or we just going to die off. Because if we don't come together, we're going to die off. Everybody else is complaining about all the stuff that's going on. I mean, not complaining about nothing. All the nationalities is not complaining about nothing. We the only ones that's still complaining about we not being treated right and all that. And the power is in our hands. All we have to do is come together collectively, and they can't stop us. Won't nothing be able to stop us. And we got to be willing to die. And when we get back into loving and accepting one another and being together, and we have to stand guard in our community. We have to not be having big parties and all that kind of stuff, and not have somebody on guard in case a white boy drive by with a gun and want to shoot and kill up a bunch of people. We can't have that anymore. We can't allow them to do anything to us anymore. They did it to us for enough. Our ancestors suffered to get us to this point, and now we at this point, and we done got a lot worse. And since the white man is trying to take us back, and I'm not talking about the righteous white people that's really righteous and being decent toward us, we love you, and we want you to continue to stand by us. But the ones that we're talking about, which is not enough of the righteous white people to make a difference, but the ones that's totally been always taught to hate their family, their mothers, fathers, teach them to hate us and all that kind of stuff, and come up and hate us for no reason. They can't tell you why they hate you, but they're just jealous of you and they despise you. But we have to stand on guard for them type of people and not let these kind of people disrespect us. I just seen the thing where they had for the 4th of July where this sister was on the bus and she had a bunch of people that's on there with these flags and these white supremacists with masks on. And could you imagine how she felt being trapped up inside that type of thing on a bus? You know what I'm saying? We gotta do a lot better, people. We can't let our people be hung out there and people coming up missing and being hung and they talking about they committed suicide and all that type of shit. We have to be on guard with everything. And I'm telling all the ones who are able to own a firearm and get one, because you're gonna need it. And I'm not promoting violence, I'm just promoting protection. I'm telling you, and learn how to shoot and go to the shooting range and all that stuff. I'm telling you, we gonna need guns and all that stuff. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad say, I know you got guns. He say, don't throw them away, keep them, just put them up, because you may need them. And we may need them. I'm telling you, we gonna need them, because I'm telling you, they coming for us much as they possibly can. And the ones who think they're gonna be able to push us around and get away with it, they're gonna be sorely mistaken. And God already told us, he said, I'm gonna kill the devil. He said, but I'm gonna kill him in your hands. So I'm telling you, you're gonna have to be willing to die now, because it's coming to that time. And I wanna say to all the people that I grew up with, that I've been knowing for all my life and all that stuff, I love most all of y'all, man. And I just want us to be together as a whole and not separately. I want us to have genuine love for each other and all of us to be able to come together collectively and open up some type of business and do something together, man, because we need to own our own shit. Everybody have their own shit. Mexicans got their own stores and everything. I mean, Asians have their own Chinatown. Mexicans have their own town. You go to Mexico, down to Mission, that's Mexico. You come to blacks now, it's all segregated. You got people that's implemented in there that's not from where we grew up at and all that stuff. So now we just have to really just come together collectively, man, and just take over in our community and fight for our community and be there for everybody, just like it was in the 60s. So since the white man is trying to push us back to the 60s, let's take it back to the 60s like our parents did when they during the Great Migration, when they came fleeing from slavery, when they ran from slavery into Jim Crow and all that stuff and came up to the West, and they all was together. You know, our parents was together, you know, your aunt, your uncle, your cousins, your friends, everybody that came from the South, when they got to whatever part it was Chicago, whoever it was, they slept and they lived with each other until they got strong enough to be able to get their own place. We got to come together, you understand me? I remember when I was little, it used to be a time where if I had a friend and he was outside past 6 o'clock and he was still outside and I had to come inside, my mama wouldn't let him be outside by himself. She gonna find out who his parents was. Who was your mama, boy? They gonna find out. If she had to go from door to door to find out who you belong to, they wasn't gonna leave you outside like that. So we have to, that's the same type of mentality. We have to come together collectively and have more love for each other, genuinely, not that fake bullshit love, that real love. And with that, I'm gonna close out, but I wanna say everybody stick together and let's do this.